What's up everybody? So I've been getting a lot of messages on the Airflare 1.5 asking me, hey bro, I just started doing Airflare 1.5s and I've been feeling a lot of pain. Like I've been whoop and then boom and then I'm like ah! The whole problem this video is going to be addressing is the pain associated with beginners or even, you know, people who've been doing these for a while. Airflare 1.5s, okay? You land and it still hurts like hell. And I gotta say something. I totally agree with you because I totally have been there. But over the past couple of years, I've picked up a few techniques from watching other people and just from watching myself and adjusting myself. And honestly, like right now, it feels like I'm just throwing down to a windmill, okay? And that's basically what an Airflare 1.5 is, okay? It's an air flare to a windmill. That's all it is. But with no hands. Those of you tuning in and you're like, what the hell are you talking about? This is an Airflare 1.5. Whee! Boom, okay? A few things to help you just not feel pain, okay? A few tips that you need to practice so you won't get any pain, it'll be smooth, and you'll increase your longevity, okay? You'll add those years back onto your life that you took off by doing Airflare 1.5s. No, okay, I'm just scaring you guys, alright? Okay, so, the number one problem, in my Airflare 1.5 tutorial, I cover this, but I'm going to really stress this right now. The number one problem that I think happens that causes the most pain when you do an Airflare 1.5 is you're not thinking about continuing your momentum. You're just thinking about landing. So you go like this, you jump up, you whoa, and then you're like, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. I'm gonna do a windmill. And then wind's knocked out of you and you're trying to do a windmill after that, okay, because you're just like, whoa, I got over. Boom! And then you smack on your back. That's bad. It's happened to me so many times. But now it's really smooth and really fluid, okay? Because I'm always thinking about continuing that momentum. I don't even pause. I always anticipate the landing, okay? What you want to do, instead of thinking about getting over, is you want to think about both, okay? You want to get over. You already got that part, okay? Because you're already doing them. You're coming here, and right when you feel that slightest tap, you gotta be anticipating it because it's gonna be so quick, okay? You can't be like, when I feel it, I'll do it. It's right when you start to do it, you gotta already, do it. You know what I mean? It's like an autonomous reflex, or it's a reflex basically. It's not like do. It's gotta be a reflex. You make it into a freaking reflex, okay? You don't pause in any location. If I just fall like this, if I just fall like on my side, oh, okay, I wasn't thinking about it. But if I roll more on my side, it keeps all the weight and everything coming down into a roll. And that's what you're doing with the 1.5. When you land, you roll. You roll on your shoulders, okay? You don't freaking not a roll, you do a windmill, but you continue that momentum rather than just like bah! Oh, that freaking hurt. Okay? You want to continue. Boom! What? Turn down for what? Bah! Yee! Bah! Yee! Bah! Yee! Ah! Yee! Ah! Tip number one. Continue your freaking momentum and anticipate it. Tip number two, okay, this is kind of incorporated in tip number one, okay? What it is you're going to be practicing spotting that landing so you don't land too far to one shoulder, like in that example, or you don't land even what would be worse, like this, I think, is if you came around and you landed like that. That spells all kinds of problems for you, problems for your children, and problems for your children's children, alright? So don't do that. You want to come like this. And then right here is when you spot it, okay? And then this arm is going to determine where you're going to roll. As covered in my 1.5 tutorial, but frick, I'll explain it all over again. I don't even give a shit, alright? So, you bring it around, you bring it in, okay? Like this. Don't be going like this, alright? That's risky, man. You don't want to start to bop like that. Talk about rotary cuff injury to the max, alright? So you want to bring it in like this. Like you're doing like barrel or no-handed mills. And you're going to go to that outside of the shoulder. And what I like to do is I like to trace my landing with the outside after I spot. So what I do is I throw up. Not like barf, but like throw my hand up in the air. Come around. Right here I spot. And I'm bringing it in. And I'm spotting. And then this is where I just barely feel the wind as it comes millimeters to the ground, right? That's how extreme it gets. And then when you come and you hit that wind, you're like, oh yeah. Okay, so once again, throw up, throw my hand up, come around, spot, curl. Continue that freaking momentum, all right? Spot with your eyes and with your feelings, okay? You gotta feel yourself. That's the whole idea. One tip, should have freaking put this in the beginning, but it's in my 1.5 tutorial, is use your other freaking hand, you know, when you're beginning, and even, you know, when you come back to it, when you're trying to change up your form or change up your technique. Use your other hand, your guiding hand. So I'm not gonna freaking just go for it again, especially if I'm doing it on hard ground, right? I'm gonna come around, I'm gonna use this hand, but I'm not gonna put it down like an Airflare, like where I'm stiff and I'm like ready to do another Airflare. I'm gonna put it down just as a guide, just in case I'm screwing up, so I can recover, okay? So we don't like, you know, because it's gonna be a lot of weight, a lot of momentum flying around up in the air. So it's a guide, okay? And then you go into your windmill and you try and come down smoothly, okay? Use that guide hand. Gotta show what to do. Okay, so I'm doing Airflares. And then guide hand. Yeah, you see that? Alright, so summarizing the 3 tips, okay? Tip number 1, anticipate yourself landing so you can continue your momentum immediately, okay? Most important. Tip number 2, okay? Tip number 2, spot your landing. Spot your landing so that you can land on the right part of your back, the part that's comfortable for you. Usually that's the mid to upper part of the back, not the lower to mid part, you know, where your kidneys are, where it's like boom, kidneys, barf out liver, okay? Not good. For whatever's comfortable for you, spot your landing so you can land on that part, and then keep your arm in, okay? Not like this. That's tip number 2, okay? Keep your arm in so you can round your shoulders and you don't catch the arm and pull it out like this. Tip number 2, alright? Tip number 3, alright? Guide hand. Guide hand when changing your form, guide hand when doing maybe the first couple, okay? So you don't really cause problems for yourself, okay? And it gets more accurate, and you get better, and you prevent yourself from catastrophic injury, alright? So, with a smile on his face. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope these tips help you guys out. Remember to practice safely too, okay? Once again, thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe, alright? Peace, everybody.
No, you wanna drop it.